And now the Democratic coalition decides to put out a tweet in regards to this. Let me tell you something. Pay close attention to who was there before and who is there now and who is not going to say anything at all, because that's also something that's going to happen. The Democratic Party does not want this to be anything other than a one-day story. They don't want this to become a big deal because their corporate donors are not liking this at all. This is very, very bad for Democratic Party business. As a matter of fact, if you are a non-corporate candidate who is going to be running or is running for office right now, you have to be talking about what you're going to be doing in terms of pushing for unionization
in your district,
Amazon, and at any major corporation.
Everywhere that you can.
Yeah, that's what you need to be doing, because that is what will ultimately turn the tide for a lot of people, because they will see that, hey, I can make a living wage. I can get health care. I can get job growth opportunity. Why not? Come on, this is the United States of America, where opportunity is a knocking every minute.
Well, look, W was fascinated at how amazing in only this country could somebody have 3 jobs.
Isn't that incredible? Just watch it.
You have 3 jobs. That's amazing.
How many jobs do you have? 3 jobs, sir. Ain't that great?
Only in America.
Only in America.
Yeah, exactly.
Only in America.
That is true.
Only in America could somebody like him fail upwards as hard as he did.
Oh.
He really did. He failed as far upwards as you could possibly.
And where are we on the Supreme Court hearing?
Well, I haven't heard anything as of yet regarding Judge Jackson, but my assumption is that she'll get confirmed.
I think, yeah, she's going to have to get confirmed because the same people have already confirmed her for other places. So it would be really ridiculous to not confirm her now. She will be like the most qualified person on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. You know, that's kind of cool. It's nice to know that they're bringing back the idea of, you know, intelligence and qualifications to the highest court in the land.
I think if we could definitely have a better judicial circumstance, I think that'll definitely help. You know, getting Jackson on the court would be big. Potentially, you know, if we were in a situation where, you know, Justice Thomas had to vacate the court, which I don't think is going to happen. And one of the reasons it's not going to happen is because Speaker Pelosi is not going to push for it. So therein lies one of the biggest differences between Pelosi and McConnell. If McConnell was in a situation where a Democratic, or well, let me rephrase. If a liberal justice was engulfed in scandal, oh, you think McConnell wouldn't be doing everything in his power to make sure that they get kicked off the court?
Okay, but we're talking about Clarence Thomas. He exists on that court is completely, like his existence is completely a scandal. Like the whole fact that he's on the court is an outrage. Always has been, never went away from me. And he's also like the least published, least useful jurist that we've had.
And you've told me before that he was really the first justice that was put on the court that was like, this is setting a very dangerous trend for where the court's going.
He was the first one. I remember, and there have been a couple of decent appointments like Sotomayor, like there have been, but he was the first one, because even with Sandra Day O'Connor, like that was disappointing to me, for sure it was. But she was definitely qualified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she was qualified to be there and she was exceptionally bright and so on and so forth. And Thomas never was.
Listen, Neil Gorsuch is qualified to be on the court.
Correct.
He may be conservative, but you know, they're not questioning his credentials. Now, Kavanaugh, that's not. And
story. Coney Island.
It
makes me sad that there's people on our Supreme Court that I think that way about. Like these are like, this court used to be full of like the smartest judicial minds in the country. Like this was something that was, I like the idea of being able to look up to those people. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, it isn't just Thurgood. I mean, Thurgood is Thurgood, but like even Scalia, never liked him, never agreed with him, but brilliant man nonetheless. You know, like these were people that were just very, he was the first very political appointment was Scalia, but he was at least extremely qualified and smart. And then they took it a step further with Thomas and they're like, okay, let's go with political, but not so qualified and smart. But yeah, the fact that he made it on despite the Anita Hill thing, like I've reiterated this a lot of times when it comes to the Supreme Court. Nothing has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Nobody's entitled to that job. That's not your life, your liberty. You don't get to have that job. It's a job application and an interview. And if you are even accused of lechy shit, then that employer doesn't have to hire you. They don't need to prove it like beyond a reasonable doubt. And so the fact that somebody that is being considered for the highest court in the land is being accused of lechy shit is not a good sign. But then again, our president, we've had several administrations of presidents at this point that are just disgusting, lechy people. Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.